Hi, my name's Amira. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because today I'm doing a festival look for you guys. I'm so excited because I am actually going to LA this year. We're going to be going down to Palm Springs for Coachella weekend 1 as well. I'm so pumped. So I'm here with this look. It is a very kind of understated look, very focused on the skin. This is definitely on my part. I'm not crazy with the makeup. Sometimes I'm crazy with the makeup, but not always. I think that this is just like a bit more me. This is my take on a festival. We're gonna see if I do this exact look or maybe a different kind of variation on it for one of my Coachella looks. We'll see. We will see. Make sure you're following me on Instagram if you want to keep up to date with my holiday shenanigans when I'm in the LA. I'm sure Nadia and I are going to get up to all kinds of mischief. Anyway, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I'm going to leave links for everything down below as well. And yeah, leave me a beautiful comment. I would love to have a chat to you guys down there. Alright, let's go. So I am prepping my skin with Tribe skincare, all tried and tested and true. Seriously, my favorites. I have one of their new products here with me as well. This is their Skintox powder. They're meant to just help, you know, with your skin from the inside out. My skin is quite good, but I do get eczema around my mouth sometimes, so I just need to be careful. So I'm hoping that this might keep that at bay, especially when I'm traveling. It honestly just tastes like weak vegetable juice. So I used to drink vegetable juice anyway in the morning because I can't really have a huge amount of fruit juice. I'm going to try really hard to remember to have that every morning between now and when I leave. So we've got our cleanser here from Tribe. It's really nice and gentle. Something else really good about the whole range is because it is so gentle if you are camping, and obviously this is not ideal circumstances, but if you were camping and you couldn't get to a bathroom to properly wash off everything, you could use like a baby wipe or a makeup wipe or something, and if you didn't get like 100% of the product off, it's not going to like super badly irritate your skin. Next up I have the Tribe scrub, and I've mixed this with the cleanser. Again, you know, if you're camping and you don't have access to like lots and lots of water, you want to save that water, you know, to drink. So you can mix it with the cleanser, and I'm just mixing it in my hands. A lot of people mix this up in a bowl, and you could totally do that too, but 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna mix this up in my hands. So I'm just gonna leave this on for a couple minutes as a mask. If you don't have time, you can leave it as a scrub, but generally if I'm having a shower, what I'll do is I'll put this on at the start, wash my body, and then wash it off. So the good thing is you don't have to actually manually scrub your skin with this for it to work. I like to because I've just been conditioned to like that kind of scrubby feeling on my skin, but if you don't, you can just put it on and the ingredients will still mildly exfoliate the surface layers of your skin. I'm just wiping that off now. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Like, it smells kind of like porridge. It's really nice and fruity and delicious too. So during the day, I pop on the Soothe Me Anti-Redness Serum. Now, I know it doesn't look like I have a huge amount of redness, and really my skin is pretty good, but I do get a lot of texture around my mouth. It's actually perioral dermatitis. I haven't noticed any problems with that in quite a while now, and I'm pretty sure it's because of this guy right here. So while it's called anti-redness, you know, it's anti-inflammation really. So anything that is red is inflamed in the skin usually. So yeah, I've just found that it's helped smooth out this area so much. I do notice it start to come back as well when I don't use this, so I try really hard to always remember this because it's just a savior in my skincare routine. Also, I've put this on sunburn before and it's really helped with that as well. I think it's because the first ingredient in it is actually aloe vera. Now while that's sinking into my skin, I'm gonna pop the eye serum on. I'm such an eye serum, eye cream junkie. I have to use it or my eye makeup just goes all crusty. Sometimes I put a little bit of this in my smile lines too, just because we don't want them to get too deep. So then I've got the SPF Day Moisturiser here. This one is 15 SPF, so it's not a huge amount of SPF, but it will help, you know, kind of protect your skin a little bit because it is a zinc base, so it's not gonna run out and stop working after an hour. But I would still recommend, you know, other sunscreen as well if you're gonna be in the sun all day long at a festival. So I'll show you some more products when we get into my actual makeup, but we're gonna pop this one on now. Then I'm just gonna pop on the Fruit Tingle lip balm. I think it's good to put on lip balm right at the start so that by the time we get to putting on our lip products right at the end, our lips are gonna be nice and moisturized. So generally, if my hair wasn't already done, what I would do would be my skincare, skin prep, hair, and then makeup. That way the skincare has as much time to kind of sink into the skin as possible before we go straight into makeup. So just keep that in mind for yourself getting ready. So I've got the Dermalogica skin primer here. This is the Skin Perfect Primer SPF 30 from the Age Smart line. Just want to do something with a high SPF, and it's got a silicone base to it, so it's still going to fill in and smooth over any pores, so it's going to stop us from having to go in with, you know, too many different layers of sunscreen and primer and pore filler and all that kind of stuff. I've just got the Sigma concealer here. This is like a cream based concealer. I like this just around my eyes as a corrector. I just find that it kind of brightens everything around there. So I'm going to be using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Tint Cream for my base. It's a little bit unconventional, I think, for a makeup look to be using a tinted moisturizer as opposed to a, you know, actual foundation, but I think it's a lot better to go in with minimal coverage over as much of our skin as possible and then spot conceal just where we really need to, and that way we don't have to worry about, you know, coming off in certain areas and being really obvious. Also, if you are a fake tanner, I would definitely recommend that you fake tan your face as well for this, because you don't want to have to worry about a little bit of makeup coming off and seeing, you know, a completely white face like compared to your tan body. It's kind of a misconception that fake tan is going to make you break out on your face. For some people, definitely it might, but it's not as common as what a lot of people seem to think it is. I like to warm up my skin with a cream contour. This is the Hoola Contour Stick from Benefit. I'm going to use a big duo fiber brush for that one though, and this is going to kind of spread it out and make it a bit more of an overall bronzy glow as opposed to really harsh contouring. So recently I haven't been a big baker for my makeup. It just, I don't know. I just haven't been enjoying it as much. My skin hasn't been enjoying it as much. Maybe it's because I'm getting a little bit older. I don't know. But I think for something like this where it is all day, it's definitely worth doing. So I'm just going to be taking my damp sponge and I'm going to be setting under my eyes with this and then baking along my lower cheek underneath my contour. Now, as I said, I didn't really contour, but this will give a bit of a sharper look, and especially because I do touch the bottom of my face a bit more, it's going to stop that from transferring quite as much. I would also recommend to press that powder in to any areas where you've applied concealer and need a little bit more coverage, just so that that doesn't move around over the day. Now, I don't let it bake on my skin for long because it just goes super crusty on me, so pretty much as soon as I'm finished applying it, I go ahead and dust it off and just kind of buff over the excess into the rest of my skin that I didn't apply powder directly to. So we're going to do brows first. I have the Mellow Cosmetics brow powder here in Taupe. It is a brow duo, and I just kind of mix the two colors together and it works really well for me. So this is a short shader brush. It's not a typical eyebrow brush either. It's just kind of quickly fills in the brows the best, because I don't like to spend years doing my brows. Nobody has time for that. So from Mellow Cosmetics again, I've got their brow pencil in Taupe. It's like a thicker kind of diamond shaped tip, and then because it's a diamond, we have a finer point on one side, so we can use that for little hair strokes. You can also use this to color everything in if you like. I like to just use this to create a little bit more definition and shape to my brows. Then I'm just using my favorite clear brow gel to set that all in place. I brushed everything up and out so that my brows look super full and fluffy, and I feel like this is the fullest and fluffiest that they have looked in quite a while. So I'm going to be using one of my holy grail eyeshadow palettes. This is Sinopia from Mellow Cosmetics. It is a beautiful wand tone palette with a couple pops of color. Well, really we've got a pop of blue here, but we've also got these burgundies, and when I mix this blue and this burgundy together, it creates such a beautiful purple as well. But I'm going to use this to create a really understated eye look. I just think that if we keep it really kind of glowy and almost like wet looking, I just think that that will look really nice with this minimal look that we've got. Then we can add a little bit of glitter. I'm going to go in with Pecan on an E35 brush from Sigma. This brush is in my brush set with Sigma, one of my favorites. Then I'm going to go in with the E70, which is also from my brush set, just to kind of highlight that brow bone a little bit more with that matte shade, just to create a little bit more kind of shape underneath the brow bone. I don't like to cut my brows and carve them with concealer. I just find that it looks too sculpted. I like them to be a little bit more messy, but this still kind of cleans it up without making it like too sculpted. I'm gonna use that same brush now with the shade Birch. I really want to use Cinnamon, but I'm gonna use Birch because Birch is a little bit more blush, Cinnamon is a little bit more warm. I'm gonna take it on that same brush and we're gonna work this under the lower lash line and into the outer half of the eye. Then I'm gonna take the shade Champagne with my ring finger just over my entire eyelid area and slightly into the crease. I'm just gonna apply some mascara and lashes off camera and I'll be back in 2 seconds. So these lashes are the Nikkia Joy Aliyah lashes. They are so comfortable, they go with everything, they are my go-to. I picked them up myself, but Nikkia hooked me up with some more, so thank you so much, Nikkia. Your lashes are freaking awesome. So I'm gonna pop on some blush. This is the shade Pink from Mellow Cosmetics. It's a really nice nudie kind of blush. They also have a really bright, vibrant one if you like really bright, vibrant makeup. I'm going to put that on with the F37 brush, which is also from my brush set with Sigma. You will have seen I've used this brush for quite a few things already. For highlight, I'm going to be using Dandelion Twinkle from Benefit because it's a bit more on that pinky side, but without being too crazy pink. And because it has a bit more of a sheer base, it isn't going to look like a pink stripe on our cheeks. But I am going to be applying it very, very, very generously. I'm going to be using the F03 High Cheekbone Highlighter, also from my favorites brush set with Sigma. The forehead, hit the lip, hit the nose, hit everything. I'm going to be using the Jade lip pencil from Mellow Cosmetics. I'm going to color in all of my lips. I'm going to be using the liquid lipstick in Ibiza from Mellow Cosmetics. In the past, I haven't been the biggest fan of liquid lipsticks, but this one is really, really, really nice, and this color is really beautiful too. It's more of a nude color, but this lip pencil is a bit more orange, so they'll kind of balance out and make it a little bit of a brighter nude. So usually nude liquid lips are kind of gross and they don't look that good, so I could totally wear this all day, and for Coachella, I probably will because then I don't have to worry about my hair blowing in lip gloss. But if you are worried about a nude liquid lip being too drying, you can always use a gloss. This is the shade Palm Springs, which is so perfect for my trip to LA. We're gonna go down to Palm Springs, like, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna pop a little bit of this on top as well. Now, to make this a little bit more festival-y, obviously we're gonna have to add a little bit of glitter. So I've got the Urban Decay glitter liner here. Any glitter liner will do, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna use this as a base to stick some more extreme glitter to. So I've just popped a little bit of glitter on this side, and you can see how it's really kicked up the level, made it a lot more festival-y. So this is just a loose glitter from Wild Hearts Glitter. It has like a nice mix of like these little glitters in there, but it's got some of these really big I don't know, hexagon shapes. I don't know how many sides it has, but like a big one here. So I've just popped that right at the inner corners to really like bring the light, make the eye look super wide. And then I've used a little bit underneath the eye of these smaller pieces, just on top of the glitter base, just to make, you know, the under eye pop a little bit. You can definitely bring this like super low under the eye, like full glitter tears, whatever you like. I just wanted to keep it a little bit more understated because I don't know, I feel like all the looks we see for Coachella are really over the top, and for some people they're a little bit too much. So I thought that this was nice, kind of, yeah, just a nice simple way to spice it up. Now let's do it on the other side. Then of course you want some setting spray, so I've got the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. So then I also have these from Wild Heart Glitters. So these are the jewels that you can put on your boobies. I really wanted to put these on my boobs for Coachella, but it might be a little bit too soon after my breast lift. We'll see how they're feeling. I might want to wear something with a little bit of support as opposed to just that. But oh my goodness, those are so pretty. So that is the finished festival look. I hope you like it. It's really nice and really easy and simple to recreate. It's a little bit different to what I've seen, but still very on par for a festival look. Just because everybody goes all out doesn't mean you have to. Festivals are just about going and having a good time, doing what makes you happy. If you want to wear something more understated, or if you want to wear something more over the top, that's up to you. You can do whatever you like. Anyway, I'm going to leave links for everything down below. Let me know what you think of this look. Do you think that I should wear this for one of my Coachella looks as well? I'm not sure. I haven't figured out my 3 looks yet. This could very well be one of them though, I think. or all of them. Maybe all of them. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram if you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing at Coachella, because it's gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna be there for like 2 weeks in the US, so I'm gonna get up to all kinds of trouble. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I'm like, ooh, I like it like that. She make